guys. The gang's all here, ready to get back into some Wagadu. We had a chance to
Woo!
do the first part of our adventure. It feels like forever ago, several months ago. We've had a lot of snags along the way trying to get the game back up and running. Mostly my fault.
Well, I was sick too.
But now we are back, and Christian is better. So thanks everybody for joining us today. We're gonna continue the Wagadu adventure. I guess I'll go over kind of where we were, where we last left off. But first, I wanted to just give you all a chance to say hello. So I'll go around in the order on my screen. So Cavello, do you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back and start playing again.
And next, Wendy.
Hi. Sup?
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 And Christian.
It's your boy Christian. What's up? Ah, pew, 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 pew.
All right, now that the hype train is officially started, let's figure out where we left off. I'm going to read some stuff here.
Yay!
Okay. Plunging from the sky, you all rocketed to the ground through the canopy of the Daru forest inside of an egg-like capsule. Escaping that capsule, you found yourself in an ancient rainforest, greeted by a woman you would come to know as Malomo, an ancestor or spirit of the forest who guides folks like you, the newly fallen. As you took in your new surroundings, you realized that your memories were gone. You know your name, but other than that, you really don't know who you are or how you got to this place. Malomo explained that the Daru forest is not safe and offered to at least guide you as far as she could take you. You followed her through this exotic tropical rainforest until she suddenly became fatigued. And while she lay down to rest, you were attacked by these Aziza, these small winged humanoids that live in the canopy. You were able to defeat them pretty handily, and after doing so, you rested a bit until Malomo recovered her strength. At which point, she led you to a crossroads, saying that this was as far as she could take you, and that either path would lead you to the nearby city of Illidan, where you may find answers. You chose the path through the woods that had signs of fruit. You saw fruit trees in a clearing. But before you could enjoy the bounty, you were frozen in place by this strange rattle. Bonu Amuin, spirits of the bush, had enchanted you and accused you of stealing from them. You struggled to resist their powerful magic, but eventually succumbed. But before the Bonu Amuin could do you any harm, a group of 4 lion blood warriors with golden shining eyes and short blonde dreadlocks, emerged from the jungle and chased them away, freeing you in the process. The tall, muscular warrior who confronted the Bonu Amuin turns and eyes the 3 of you coldly, sizing you up. As she does, one of the others, a younger woman with a friendly face, steps forward. Greetings, Fallen. I'm glad to see you're alive. Praise Arika. She pauses and holds her weapon, a short, ornately decorated sword, to her chest. The others do the same. My name is Anele. This tough cookie who just scared off your friends there is my sister, Thando. She gestures at a stocky male warrior behind her and says, "That is Yofi," and then at an elegant-looking woman, "And that is Folake. What are your names?"
That's a good question.
I take my spear and I hold it against my chest, sort of attempting as best as I can to mimic their greeting. And I introduce myself. I say, "I am Okan, and we are very grateful for your assistance in freeing us." I
Okan.
bow.
She nods to you and seems to be listening intently as you speak.
And would I recognize anything about them at all? Or am like gear starting to click at all?
Absolutely, yeah. You
Okay.
are also of lion blood ancestry, and so although you may not exactly know what that means, you can tell that these folks look similar to you, and that there's seems to be some kind of connection.
Okay.
They also seem to be looking at you fairly intently.
All right. I'll mimic their movements. Introduce myself. I am Themba. She doesn't have a lot to say. She's pretty quiet. She's pretty mad still about being all tied up and
Yeah.
paralyzed.
It's legit.
They greet you with a similar gesture.
I am Atunseo Khan, and I bow. Thank you for your aid.
It is our duty to protect the newly fallen when we can. We weren't sure that you would even have survived. We saw the eggs falling to the ground, but many who fall do not make it. I'm glad to see that you have. Although it seems like you found yourself some trouble already.
We were just walking.
Well, the Daru is not a safe place.
A new word to us.
The Daru is the name of this forest.
Okay, so that's
I asked them, can you tell us anything more about being fallen and where we've come from?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I can, but I'm afraid I must be brief. Night is coming, and these woods will not be safe soon.
so. Should we walk and talk then?
That would be best.
All right.
Um,
We'll follow you.
We've been heading to Illidan, but do you think that we'd make it before nightfall?
No. We need to find shelter soon. But if you are headed to Illidan, we can escort you the rest of the way there. In the morning, that is.
Do you have shelter near here? Or are we to make shelter?
As you ask that, Yofi, the stocky male warrior from the back, pipes up and says, I saw a cave. Not too far. It's down sort of a pit. We could probably shelter there.
A cave in a pit. Cool.
Sounds good.
Lead on.
Thando now steps forward, the first woman who had confronted the Bonu Amuan. And you can tell that she's clearly the one who's actually in charge here, although Anele seems to speak for the group. And she starts barking orders to the other warriors. Split up, 2 groups, one in front, one behind. Protect the fallen. We'll make our way to the pit quickly. We can figure out more details there.
I take my spear out and I just kind of have it at the ready as well. And I also just want to take a look at this crew and just I just want to get a sense of whether they seem genuine and earnest, or if I can sort of detect anything like that.
Yeah, why don't you make an insight check?
I will do just that.
Do that. Make that check.
+4, baby.
All right, and just
That's a 5.
That is, wow.
which is a crit fail, by the way.
so just to remind you of their appearance. So these are 4 warriors. They're lion blood ancestry. They've got these sort of glowing yellow eyes, and these short golden dreadlocks. They seem confident and calm, except maybe for Yofi. But as you try to kind of examine them and glean whatever you can, they notice you watching them. And Thando immediately turns and steps directly in front of you. If you have questions, Okan, just ask.
My questions are many, and I have no sense of even where to start.
Well, then maybe just follow us for now.
And I just sort of, I give a curt nod.
She's already turned away from you and
I
starts
like these people. I
starts-
can understand them.
leading you
Stuff to do, man.
directly towards the area that Yofi had found.
Okay.
After a short time, dusk is starting to settle over the Daru, and you're hearing the sounds of crickets and owls and other nocturnal animals.
We mo up, we
Your your mic cut out. I think your song was too powerful.
Oh man. I'm hitting them notes.
Yofi kind of looks around and sees a rough path on the road. So I think it was this way. And indeed, there is a path roughly leading down into a pit. It looks like a fairly slippery path, but one that you could still walk down. Do you want to follow the lion bloods into the pit?
I do.
I mean, that kind of question does sound very dangerous, but I'm not really detecting any other options. So I'm right behind
It's
them.
all good.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. Is it, and it's getting dark, I assume.
It is.
Yeah, and that's concerning to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hedge my bet here.
It's already dark.
Okay.
Dusk is settling.
Yeah.
What the path is only wide enough for one person to go down at a time. What order do the three of you want to go down? I sort of think I have a sense of it, actually. I feel like Themba might be in front.
Oh, she'll happily be in front. But also, if she needs to take rear, she's used to doing that too.
I mean, I was thinking I would go last.
That's fine.
Does
I'll
that
go first.
work for you,
Let's go.
Atensei?
Yeah, that's fine.
In the middle? Okay.
We're walking down a path. I mean, like, hey,
Atensei's like, there's nothing to it. Why are we even having this conversation?
Right, yeah.
And meanwhile, Okana's like,
The path down to the pit is slick, a bit slippery, but you're able to descend without any major problems. It's not the steepest slope. But as you get to the bottom, Falake addresses you and says, "We must be careful here. I'm not sure what may dwell below. We should make quickly for the cave." What's everybody's passive perception, your passive wisdom?
14.
12.
same
Sorry,
as my
11.
wisdom when I pay attention.
Ha.
Which is either good or bad.
Okay, from the Themba, as you're walking sort of first down the path, suddenly you take a step and you notice a snake lunging out at you from a bush. But you are quick enough that you've spotted it before it can bite you. What do you do? How do you prevent this snake from attacking you?
How big is the snake?
Say like maybe cobra sized.
Cobra size.
It shoots out from a bush, but you spot it before it can get to you.
How close is it?
It's within 5 feet of you, maybe even closer.
All right, I'm gonna try and grab it by the throat.
Okay. Yeah. You actually are able to grab it without any difficulty because your quick reflexes and perception were good enough that it's not quick enough to get to you. You've got
Watching this, I'm like, whoa! Did you know you could do that?
Wow, you flexes. So I'm like, what should I do with this? To our host.
Name it.
Yeah.
Thando quickly walks over and wordlessly just stabs the snake in the head, killing it instantly. That is a very poisonous critter. You're very lucky not to have been bit. You would be throwing up all night.
Ew. I've already done that.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
As you continue down towards the entrance to the cave, you notice that beside the cave are some ruined structures and a couple paths that lead off in different directions. Thando turns and holds up a hand to stop the group. And in a quiet but confident voice says, "We must check the surrounding area. We'll split into 2 groups."
No.
Hey, Emilio,
Yes.
I need you not to forget that I'm blind.
Yes.
So the hand signal is going to make me run into the person in front of me.
Right. Well, wait. Can't you detect hand signals with your Don't you have like a sort of perception thing that allows you to?
It's tremor sense, so it would have to be like a vibration or a sound.
Whereas I would have probably seen the snake. Him waving at me does nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I forgot.
Yes, thank you. That's a good
Yeah,
reminder.
I totally forgot about that.
I have it here on the thing in front of me written down.
So I will very gracefully accidentally walk into the person in front of me.
Yeah, that's Themba.
Sorry.
That's fine.
And was like, "Oh, you're blind. That's right."
Right.
Yeah,
Thando.
well, that's right.
Thando.
Sorry.
Small bird.
I'll make sure to try and reach back and give him physically.
Well,
give
you
him
know what?
signals.
I'll tap you on the shoulder when we need to stop or something.
As you guys kind of collect yourselves, Thando starts barking orders and tells Anele and Falake to come with her. She says, "Yofi, you take the fall into the other path. Check it quickly and meet back here. Make sure there's nothing hiding out there, and we'll enter the cave." Does everyone understand? But before you have a chance to answer, she's already headed off.
Okay.
I'll shake my head no.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot that I'm not understanding right now. Okay.
Yofi shrugs and looks at the 3 of you and says, "Well, I suppose follow me."
Do we expect danger?
There's always the chance something could be lurking in these woods.
Then I shall pull my sword out.
And Yofi is the only one who looks sort of ill at ease in that group.
Looked a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
She's trying to kill you, man.
As you guys head to the path to the left, Atunse, you sense tiny footsteps on the ground, the pattering of tiny feet, probably the size of a small rodent. And it's sort of running towards you.
We have a tiny thing incoming.
And I say, what direction is it coming from?
I'll point in that direction.
Okay. And then can I see it when I look in that direction?
Yeah, after just a moment, you see a small mouse. And it just kind of pops out of the vegetation. It's cleaning itself, and it's really cute.
I don't trust it.
There's a meerkat who's been following me. What does that meerkat do?
What does it do?
It's just following me, so I think it's under your control.
Is that your animal companion?
So I have an animal companion. I mean, so I'm just followed by this meerkat. I think maybe we picked it up along the way when we were going through the forest.
Atunse, make a perception check for me quickly.
Ugh. Oh, you should, and let's make sure we all say what our roles are.
If you wouldn't mind
because they
calling
don't appear
them
on the
out.
screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Okay. All right.
It is not a critical failure because I don't got any bonuses.
Yeah.
It is just a 6.
It's just a bad roll.
Just a bad roll.
That's a 6.
I didn't warm up my fate dice,
Yes.
Hey, get out of here.
and they miss me.
Oh.
My dog is trying to get in my trash. Hold on one second.
No,
No, Solo. You can't have that.
classic.
He had like surgery yesterday, so he's like all like weird today.
Oh.
Is he talking to you now?
Yeah, he's talking. we got that voice surgery.
Oh no, because Gladys said he was mad at you.
He was mad at me yesterday. Yes. Yeah. No. He's good. He's good today.
He's not withholding anymore.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Tunse, all you can sense right now is the mouse. Okan, this meerkat that you've noticed from time to time, it doesn't seem to be around at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And then suddenly, bursting out of the bush, out of the shrubs nearby, is a python.
Go!
Snatching the mouse
Oh!
in its mouth. It seems to have been hiding in wait, as opposed to moving, which is part of the reason why Atunse couldn't sense it along the floor of the forest. And just waiting for something to come by.
How big is this thing?
It's big. This is a Daru python, and it is like 8 feet long.
I look at Yofi. Is Yofi reacting in any way to this?
As soon as Yofi sees the python,
Uh-huh.
he screams and runs in the opposite direction, leaving the
Okay.
three of you on your own to face this thing.
All right, I'm taking out my spear and I want to chuck it at him.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Hey-oh! Ah, Jesus, I rolled a 6.
I got a 19.
Hey-oh!
I got a 20.
Damn.
6, 19, and 20. Very nice. Except for the 6. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys are still pretty quick though. I lost my page. Sorry. So, the python quickly just swallows the mouse, and then turns to the three of you.
Oh.
But Themba and Atunse, you are both able to react quickly. Themba, you're slightly quicker. What do you do?
Scimitar.
Damn.
Yeah, tell me about your attack.
So, since I have the correct weapons now, I'm gonna pull it and just run a backhand at the python. I'm assuming it's kind of up a little bit. I'm guessing. If you can clue me in on the posturing of it.
It's actually it's not. It's lying on the ground, but it's turned now
Oh,
towards
okay.
you.
Then I'll just take a slice at it.
Okay.
I will jump forward and take a slice at it.
And then say what your roll was.
And what was your roll? Yeah.
Oh, 18.
Oh yeah. You slice
That
into
better
it
hit.
with your scimitar.
If it doesn't, we're in trouble.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
6.
Okay. Atunse, you don't see the creature, but you heard Yofi scream, and then you hear something big coming out of the shrubs, and then you hear Themba's weapon whistle through the air. What do you
Well,
do?
it moved. I wouldn't know where it is, right?
Oh yeah, you can sense where it is.
I'm going to swing at it with my greatsword.
Go ahead, and what do you roll?
I rolled a 9.
Your sword glances off the massive snake's large, scaly body.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
I will look at it and intimidate it and be done.
You feel it shake slightly
Perfect.
from your intimidating glance.
That's all I needed. Now I know precisely where it is.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
you've got
It's all
it
part of my plan.
pinpointed now. Okan, the snake and you move simultaneously
Oh.
as it pulls away from Themba.
Yeah.
Or it pulls away from Themba's weapon and moves to bite her.
No.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to just like jump into this situation and come down two-handed with my spear and like just try to skewer him before it gets at Themba.
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Okay. Ugh, 8.
You leap forward to strike it as it simultaneously lunges at Themba, but both of you miss badly.
Okay, but I come down with my spear. I miss, but I'm gonna do an unarmed strike, and I'm coming around with a kick as I'm just kind of whirling around here and see if I can hit it with my foot.
Do it.
Yeah, 25, baby.
Oh wow, is that a crit?
No. 5 damage.
Why?
Because I actually have +6 because I've got like ridiculous dexterity.
You're a monk. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so although you miss, it also misses its attack on Themba, and you swing around and catch it with your foot.
Yeah, stompy, stompy.
Themba, the large python doesn't seem quite so intimidating now, and you've got it right in front of you.
The next question I had is I'm actually a two-handed fighter, so do I get 2 attacks?
No, two-handed would just be it would increase
What's
your
the-
damage potentially.
So two-weapon fighting.
Two
okay,
weapon.
yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Then you would
So-
you would make attacks with both.
Okay,
weapons.
with both.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
we lost Christian.
Yeah. Did you just leave? He's like, I had enough.
He kicked a snake. He's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all he wanted to do was kick a snake tonight.
that's like
drop.
some weird metaphor for something. So unfortunately, Christian, for some reason you disconnected and then the cams moved, and also we can't hear you now.
Typical.
No, wait, sorry. That was okay. Sorry, my video was flickering, so I unplugged it and
You're
plugged it
on
back in.
mute.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna just move some things here. This is gonna look weird on the stream, but bear with us.
My bad.
Everyone blame Christian.
Point and mock. Point and mock.
There's no other option. I'm definitely to blame.
There we go. Fixed forever.
I think you got to move. Yeah, there we go. Oh no,
Got it. Yeah.
noise.
Looks good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, well done.
Um, I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question, Themba?
So yeah, so
Oh,
I
the
can make
two-handed.
two attacks, right?
Yes.
All right. And wait, Snake's turn?
Your turn.
Snake went.
Snake
My
Your
went.
turn.
Missed
Okay.
you.
Oh, great. All right, scimitar attack. 19.
Oh yeah. And then a second one.
Oh, we'll do 6 slashing damage with that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Nice.
come in with a hand axe for another 19
Wow.
and 4 slashing.
So you are
Jeez.
just a flurry of blades and weapons, right? Just kind of.
She's just not having it.
Yeah.
Don't need this right now.
Well, this is our first real food, and she's
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tensei, you're able to kind of hear this battle going on and tell where stuff is, and now you've pinpointed the snake.
well, that remains to be seen. But here we go. I'm going to swing my sword again with a 20.
Oh,
Ho!
nice. Is that a crit?
No.
No. Yeah. Well, you definitely hit it.
Oh, that's not what I want. How do I roll damage?
Oh, click on the text underneath your attack roll that says the name of the weapon.
Wow, that was horrible. 4.
Oh, you lost that. You wasted that crit though.
I didn't waste it. It was warm up again.
Nice. Yeah, you are able to hack into the side of this giant python. When you make an attack, is there any because you're attacking blindly? Is there any difference in the way you attack than the way others would?
No, but I probably, like, for instance, wouldn't attack if the group's not moving because I don't know where they are. So certain situations would kind of leave me to stay until I know where everyone is and everything is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would attack like a normal trained warrior.
So fortunately, yeah, in this situation, people are all kind of moving around.
Yeah, so I know where everyone is and everything's okay.
Okan,
Mm.
the snake is now spins around. It's had
Oh.
enough of Themba,
Uh-oh.
and it tries to wrap you up with its
Oh.
body and constrict you.
Ugh.
But you're going to get an attack at the same time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I see it coming at me, and I'm using my spear to sort of like try to poke it back, and so I'm gonna stabby.
Yeah.
Ugh, 11.
Yeah, your spear just glances off of it as it moves quickly towards you and wraps its body around you. What's your
Before
AC?
I'm able to get my second, my unarmed strike.
What's your AC?
16.
16?
Yeah.
So you can get your unarmed strike, but it is going to constrict you.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well.
Bite it.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I'm not gonna bite it until later. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to just uppercut it. No, actually, I go for the spear, and then I'm gonna try to elbow it with my my arm, and which is where an elbow is, and I get that's a 22,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
hits for 5 damage.
Nice, yes. So you briefly stun it, but
Yeah. Oh, okay.
but it's very brief, and it quickly moves in and wraps itself around you. You are grappled,
Oh shit.
and you also take. Wow, you take 10 damage.
And
Oh,
it
jeez.
squeezes the life out of me,
It
and I lose consciousness.
Squeezes you unconscious.
Yep.
No.
And as snakes do, it slowly starts moving its big gaping mouth towards you.
Okay.
Themba,
I'm glad I'm unconscious for that, because that's terrifying.
you have
I'm going back at it with the scimitar. Ooh, for
Oh,
9.
no.
And hand axe for 12.
the hand axe does make contact.
For 6.
Nice.
Damage.
Okay, yeah. And now you have basically where do you hit it?
You said it turned away from me, right?
Yes.
So just somewhere closest to the head as I can get, but you know, I'm assuming somewhere back here.
Yeah, you can kind of hack into its neck, and as you do
Yeah.
that, it's a very solid strike, and it nearly cleaves
Mm.
the neck off. But the snake seems to somehow still be holding on to life. Although it's probably not going to be able to eat Okan now, but it's still kind of squeezing it. Its muscles are still constricting and contracting Okan, and you can see Okan's starting to like gasp for air.
Uh-oh.
And Otunse, you can hear Okan's ragged breath. But the snake's vibrations have lessened now. It's not moving as much.
So I would appreciate if you could kind of describe to me what I see.
Can you describe to me what you see?
Yeah, you know you know what's happening, so I guess it's your character would know best what's visible
Mm.
there.
When you say see, do you mean what you sense, or sort of like?
Well, I understand that I can tell that there is a gap between his head and the snake's head
Yep.
currently, but not for much longer. But if this big 8-foot python's wrapped around him, then there's also a bunch of body across his body that I could hit at too.
Let me ask you this. Would you be able to sense the vibration from Thimba, it's Thimba, right? From Thimba hitting the snake? Like, would that reverberate in a way that...
Yeah, and the motion
Yeah.
of the
Um,
going.
See, and that's something that I was hoping that me and Amelia would be able to work out. But we kind of look, the way I view what I can see is when there's movement or something, I can just like sort of, it almost forms a partial picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like Daredevil.
I was thinking
Yeah,
like
kind of.
Daredevil. Yeah.
And the way we talked last time we played was I kind of had awareness of the ground and weirdly foliage in the area or inanimate objects in the area that I could kind of tell were there.
Mm-hmm.
But people needed to move in contact with the ground for me to see.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of forms like their feet and legs, so I kind of know where they are.
Yeah, I think that we can work with that. I think that makes sense in terms of sort of sensing the tremors and the vibrations. I think also your hearing is probably pretty attuned as well, so you could hear. So in this situation, I think you know that Okan made this attack, these two attacks against the snake, and then you felt Okan stop moving.
Right.
And shortly after, you probably heard Themba's attack. Maybe you're not exactly sure where Themba hit the snake, but you sense that the snake's movement slowed down a bit. So I imagine you can see or sense where the snake is, but it's probably mixed up with Okan's body at this point in your senses.
Yeah, I kind of look at it like a little daredevil-y with spiritual cheating because of where we're at in the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like I kind of
Spiritual
see
cheating,
more.
I like that.
I see more than I should, but it's still limited based on the fact that I'm blind.
Yeah.
I will try for the head, just because that's safer.
Yeah.
Christian, I hope I don't fumble. Either way, know that I love you.
Well, let's hope it's not a crit fail. Whoa!
I critted. I rolled a 23.
There it is. Well, yeah. So I think you tell me what do you do in this moment that is so effective?
I just swing. I don't really like when I'm in combat. I don't think about it. It doesn't feel natural. It's been weird walking through this world and knowing how to fight when I don't feel like I've ever known how to fight. So when it's necessary, I just let it go. And
Yeah.
it, just like when I shot that thing out of the air, which I shouldn't have been able to, but I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those, you just let it go and until I figure out what's going on and let myself get in my own way, I let instinct go.
Absolutely,
Nice.
yeah. Your instincts are really good here, and well, what's your attack roll? I guess. There we go. Holy
Whoa!
19?
yeah, you kill that snake and the next snake too. It was down to 1 HP. But you finished the job that Themba started, and
The snake explodes.
you, you hear the snake fall lifelessly to the
Catches on
ground.
fire.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it bursts into flames.
So, Okan, since you're already carrying it, let's bring it back to the cave.
Wait, what?
Okan, you also hear Okan collapse to the ground as the snake
Yeah.
releases him.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
So we gotta drag him out of there.
You want him or do you want the snake? I'll carry the other.
If you carry him, I'll drag the snake. The snake's probably
Okay.
heavier.
Yep,
Sure.
I'll carry him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have any healing.
No. And our protector ran away.
Yeah.
But do I need
Coward.
to make a death save right now?
Do you guys want to just try to stabilize him with a medicine check?
Sure.
Okay, you can definitely at least do some basic first aid at this point.
Derp.
Rolled a 9.
Yeah, you're not sure how to treat this kind of
I'm
injury.
slapping him.
I don't think you're supposed to use a knife for that. I think you're supposed to use water.
I'll do it my way, okay?
Sure, go for it. We should have just let the snake
bloodletting.
finish him.
Need a little bloodletting here, I think.
Atunse, you hear Themba awkwardly trying to revive Okan. What do you want to do?
Do you know how to? I don't know. This is.
I will. Can I roll medicine to see if I can think of anything else? I mean, it's not like I'm trained. I'm no better than she is.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
You might get really lucky.
Oh my
No.
god.
You're using the wrong side of the knife. Turn it around to the sharp side and really
the
dig
sharp
in.
side. That's
The
what I'm
sharp
going
side.
on.
That's how you
Okay.
fix it. You dig
Okay.
real deep. You're not
just-
getting enough blood in your bloodletting.
As you guys are fumbling over Okan's body,
He just rolled a 3. Just
yeah. Oh yeah, thank you.
I'm not fumbling. I was thinking. Remember? I said I was just going to see if I could come up with an idea.
right.
tried to come up with something and nope, nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. I got nothing.
You
'Kay.
you hear the Lionblood warriors returning.
Oh, just in time.
Yes, Thando is in the lead, and Yofi is Themba. You can see that Yofi is looking sort of sheepish and walking in the back.
So, the snake didn't kill him, and we were just trying to finish the job. We're glad you guys came to help him.
Anele frowns and walks over to Okan and pulls out a.
An AED.
It's a
Yeah, exactly.
right. She produces a. Oh, where is it? It's it's like a paste that she's had mixed up in a small pouch, and she starts to carefully apply it to parts of Okan's body. And Okan, you slowly regain consciousness, and you look up and see Anele kind of smiling down at you. Feeling better?
Thank you. Yes. And how much better am I feeling, Emilio?
You are roll me a d6, 1d6.
Oh, hey, 6. Okay. Yeah, I look up and is Anelli what pronoun?
She.
I look up at her and I say, "Oh, thank you."
Try to stay out of trouble, huh?
I'm kind of feeling a little starry-eyed
Friends
as
like
I look
these.
up at her. Yeah, exactly.
They
I blush.
Yeah. She gestures to Yofi, and Yofi kind of comes over, a bit embarrassed.
I give Yofi a hard stare.
All right, you're a coward. You.
Ooh.
I'm
says
sorry.
it.
I don't like snakes. Anele
Well,
says.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
Anele shakes her head, and says.
I'm gonna start butchering it while he's whining about it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
They talk for a moment, and then Yofi hands each of you a banana leaf that contains more of that healing paste.
Oh,
Which is essentially
sweet.
a
Okay.
D6 healing potion. You can each add one healing paste to your inventory.
Nice.
Well, it looks like you found the trouble. Nothing on our side, fortunately. If you're feeling up to it, why don't we head into the cave?
The mouse led it to us.
Hmm.
The
I'm gonna see if I
mouse.
save the mouse.
The mouse led it to us.
Traitorous mouse. Can we, as you're butchering that thing, are you able to free the mouse
That's what I'm
inside of
looking
it?
for.
Is that mouse still alive in there?
Give me another medicine check.
Oh, that mouse is dead.
That mouse is dead.
Let's see how your butchering is.
Let's see. 14.
Oh, not bad. Okay, yeah. The mouse is digested, half digested
Aw.
at this point.
Poor thing.
But you are able to sort of neatly butcher and take some pieces of the snake,
Alright.
Sweet.
Yummo.
the good parts. Why don't you add yummy snake chunks to your inventory?
Can I take some of those yummy snake chunks?
Well, there's plenty to go around.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's a good enough roll that you guys could each take some of that.
How much? How much does that weigh?
I,
Or how many chunks?
yeah, I think a chunk is probably like 2 to 3 pounds.
Okay.
I was going for like 2-pound fillets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
How many chunks am I able to grab of that thing? I mean, it was 8 feet long.
Yeah, D6 chunks.
D6 chunks. I get 3 chunks.
we got 4.
4
How do you do
chunks.
that again?
Slash almost slash R space D6.
I get 4.
All right.
Chunks.
Very good. You guys have food.
Can I take? I'd like to take the teeth as well.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay, Thimba, if I grab these teeth?
Sure, you want to knock them out for you? Or you got it?
I got it, and I take my spear, the butt of my spear, and poof. And then give another extra poof, 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 poof.
yeah.
Sort of upset about it.
Yeah, you're.
It's pretty much decapitated, isn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, it's all
Yeah, it is pretty much
butchered,
all over
like
the
his
place.
head
Yeah.
rolling around.
Enough of this, Thando says. Come, we must get inside. And she marches towards the entrance of the cave.
I follow.
Yeah, the rest of you go as well.
Yep.
Okay. As you get to the cave, you can glance inside, and just at the entrance, at least Themba and Okan, you can see various columns of different shapes and sizes, with large deposits of rock that are stacked all the way up to the ceiling of the cave, which is about 40 feet high. Atunse, you sense a feeling that is very similar to when you met Malomo. You now are starting to identify this feeling as a connection with a spirit or an ancestor. And it seems like you have a particularly strong connection to ancestors in this place. And although you can't see it, you feel that there is some kind of totem or altar or shrine here.
Um, kind of distractedly, I will whisper in a questioning way, Malomo, and kind of follow that feeling. See if I can track it down in this cave.
Yeah, not too far from the entrance. Um, you can sense a very worn stone totem that's practically falling over. It almost just looks like another pile of rocks. Um, it doesn't quite feel like the same presence as Malomo, but but it does feel like some sort of spirit.
I'm gonna kind of not like lifting it, but kind of examine it with my fingers, um, and just kind of figure out why it felt similar. Just kind of meditate in that and trying to figure out because this is all new to us, and I don't understand why I feel and sense this,
Mm-hmm.
and just I'm gonna spend my time there while we're resting in this cave.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, quickly, you can feel the surface of the totem has the shape of a face, a sort of geometric face. And as you run your fingers along it, you also feel that there's a script of some kind written there, but it doesn't feel familiar in any way. The script. Uh, Themba and Okan, you notice now that Atunse has sort of gone over to the side of the cave and is examining something. The Lion Blood warriors, meanwhile, have started to quickly move through the cave and just sort of check for any danger. They're sort of SWAT teaming it.
What was the name of that? I guess the priest woman that was in their group.
Um, Not exactly a priest, but Anele is the one who's been speaking mostly with you. So the four of them
I
are
will-
are Thando, Anele, Yoofi, and Folake.
Kind of in a loud, distracted voice, I will call her and say, Anele. And just wait. Like I'm still distracted, but I'll call her.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes over and she sees what's in front of you. Oh, this is a good find, my friend. A spirit marking. Hmm.
What is it? I felt it when we came in.
I don't recognize it. This is strange. It's not a spirit I'm familiar with. I don't know what sort of offering we should make.
I'll point out the writing.
It's a language I don't understand.
I go over there. I just want to get like, what does this thing look like? You described it as like a geometric head, but do I perceive it to look like anything animalistic or?
What you see is the same thing that I described. It's sort of a very worn out stone totem with a geometric face carved and some kind of inscription that is very hard to read. What you can see that Atunse couldn't is a very faint glow coming off of it.
I'm
Like
just going to remark on that, and I turn to, who is it? Is it an Ellie who's over there?
Yeah.
I turn to her and I say, what is this glow coming from it?
As you say that, you hear a voice just kind of ringing out in the cave. And the voice says, sometimes a snake grows so long that it no longer recognizes the sight of its own tail. And with each word, you can feel the floor of the cave trembling slightly.
Mm.
The voice says, "You know me not, for you have abandoned me."
Is it talking to me?
It's talking to everyone.
So every that was like not in my head. That was like
It was,
outside.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can I'm looking around to try to figure out where that came from. Did it come from the totem?
It seems like it somehow came from the totem and everywhere in the cave.
Mm,
Hey, Emil. I have 2 more insight rolls with advantage. I'd like to use one if I could.
Yeah, go for it.
I got a 13.
Okay. That was with advantage. Okay. So when you make an insight check with something to do with a spirit, you feel a particular connection. It's as if something in your past was strongly connected to ancestors. Maybe you worked with them. Maybe your family was very close to a particular group of ancestors. But this is something just very unfamiliar. It feels like other ancestors, but also different. And you can sense that it is very, very old.
so the cave is rumbling. Like, does it seem like something is shifting around us, or something is coming, or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's just kind of vibrations and reverberations everywhere.
Okay.
Themba, how do you react to this?
So, I feel like she'd be checking the perimeter and would have been doing her, like securing the area kind of a thing before that happened. She's going to hug a wall, move back so she can see the whole room and see what's happening. So does it look like things are starting to fall at all, or is there like nothing, just
No.
booming?
Yeah, it's just the power of this voice seems to be making the ground in the cave shake.
Okay.
Is it only external?
It does seem to be external now, yes.
So the voice said that you've forgotten who I am,
Yes, you know me not, for you have abandoned me.
or you abandoned me.
And
I'm gonna yell back. I know myself not. How can I abandon you if I don't even know who I am?
Who are you? What is your name? The voice
name is
says.
My name is Themba. That's all I can tell you. I fell from the sky. That's it.
Anele you feel her hand on your shoulder, Atinse, and she says, we should try to make an offering. Do you have any idea what
You
might
have snake meat.
appease the spirit?
I was thinking snake teeth. I've got these teeth.
While she's saying that, when it first talked, was it in our head? Or in my head?
No.
It was always external?
Yes.
Before I answer her while she's saying what she's saying to me, I will say, I am new here, Ancient One. Teach me. I'll put the thing down and start looking for some kind of offering. And I just got to kind of, use the force on this one. I have no idea what would work.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I do know is that the snake is a god of healing, at least to my people. So I will grab my healing patch, the paste, and put that with a chunk of food.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. As you do that, you see the glow of the totem starting to brighten. And suddenly appearing in front of you is another old woman, very similar to Malomo, but with different clothing, different headdress. And she steps forward and sort of frowns down at the offering, but then her face changes to a more friendly look, and she looks up at you. Atunse, you are seeing this as if with your eyes.
Like I did with Malomo.
Right.
Okay.
Am I seeing this? Is everybody seeing this?
Yeah, you guys see it, but it's it's yeah, yes, you can see it.
Okay.
She steps forward and places her hand on you, Atunse. Thank you for this offering. You must be connected with the spirits closely. My name is Kara. What can I call you?
I am Otunse Okan.
I feel that you have a lot of confusion.
I don't understand why I felt you when I walked in here. It's similar to Malomo. I can see you, and I shouldn't be able to. I don't understand. But we are new here.
I'm surprised to see anyone coming around here anymore. It's been a long time since anyone has visited my realm. And she starts telling you all a story of an ancient civilization that she used to be a guardian of, that lived here in these caves. But at some point, the caves collapsed, and many people died, and the survivors had to leave to find other lands, find other homes, leaving her behind. And she has been sort of blaming herself since then for letting this happen. And you can sense that has this deep sort of sense of loss and pity as she tells the story. What do you guys want to do?
I turn to Anele and I say, is there some way that we can... Well, actually, I just turn to her and I say, is there some way that we can help you, great Kara?
I must stay here and guard this place. But I am so weak. And there are creatures here that I cannot rid myself of. I'm able to protect this small area we are in now, but other parts of the cave I cannot. But if you could help me to rid my cave of these intruders, my realm, perhaps some of my light would return. If you can do that for me, I can protect this cave for the rest of the night. Make sure nothing else disturbs you. Yofi says, there's creatures in here too. Maybe we should go back outside.
Couldn't glare at him.
I will stand up, turn towards the back of the cave, draw my sword, and head in.
Okay.
Yeah, and I take my spear and I hold it across my chest and I bow to Karo and I say, you can depend on me.
You hear Thando telling Yofi not to be a coward. And Thando says, we can try to clear the cave, but we also need to think about our food. These snake chunks will make for a good meal, but we need to get it prepared.
Well, can I just give my snake chunks to them and just like, okay, here you go?
Yeah, Folake will step forward.
Okay, I just like
And
gonk.
If Thando doesn't want to fight, he can cook. But I don't really stop or slow down. I just put the chunks down and keep going.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going after Atunse.
Sure. Ooh, careful.
I gave all my chunks to Falake.
Okay, yeah. Falake and Yofi start a fire, and they start preparing. Thando says, I'll stay here and guard the entrance, but Anela, you should accompany them. Which Anela
I like
is,
that.
is
I like Anele.
happy to do.
Okan is a fan of Anele.
Yeah, Anele gives a little grin. She thinks this is kind of funny.
It's just a little crush.
All right, so I want to ask her as we're heading into the pits of this cave, like where are you from? Where do you reside? Are you from here? Did you fall from the sky too?
In a quiet voice, and so just to kind of, because Atunse is sort of plowing ahead. So this part of the cave is large and open, and I imagine Atunse, from the echoes when you've spoken, that you can at least get a sense of the shape of the cave. This main section. There is far to the back. There's an area that is where rocks have fallen and blocked some sort of path, and there's also a second path that's open that leads into another large area of the cave.
I will head towards the opening as far as I know where it is.
Okay. Yeah. And so Anele turns to you and says, to you, Themba, and says, I'm from Illidan, but I'm a shrine warden. I protect shrines in the area. My sister is Thando is a land warden. We tend to work from Illidan, where the wardens are headquartered.
So were you born here?
Yes. Wait, maybe. Wait, I don't know.
What?
The time for questions will come.
I have so
Nice.
many. Fine.
I I actually so I kind of turn and says, "Keep talking. Ask questions. Now's good. You're helping me see where we're going."
Hmm.
So yes, ask questions, answer questions, keep talking.
So what were you doing in the
Please.
forest when we came along?
We were looking for you.
How did you know we were here?
We saw the eggs falling from the sky. Our task is to find the fallen and bring them safely to Illidan.
Who assigns that task? Who's
Actually,
the taskmaster?
actually, I do.
Oh, really?
I am
Okay.
the leader of the Shrine Wardens.
Oh.
Um, and to answer your question, I don't know if I was born here.
Hmm.
But you have a purpose here.
I've made a purpose for myself.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to find mine.
As you head into this next section of cave,
Can we take a break before we jump into it?
yeah, absolutely. Is that let's do 5 minutes and
5 minutes,
we'll
is that
be
cool?
back. Yeah.
Okay.
How do I need to figure out how to put up the break thing. Oh, I think I can do it right here. All right. Yeah, we'll be back. Bam. Are we back? We're back. Bam. Are we back? We're back.
Oh.
Bam. I'm getting crazy echo. There we go. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, that was Christian.
The hype train stop is done.
Exactly.
Move along.
Hype train has arrived.
What? Yeah. What's the next stop for the hype train? All right. Let's go into the hype cave. So,
It's here for it.
you're heading into pants.
He's only here to
pants.
watch us die.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He was making Anaconda jokes, so.
Oh my God! I remember that movie. Wasn't J Lo in that movie?
Yep.
Oh, it wasn't the movie.
I was wondering if it was, the Sir Mix-a-Lot
Oh,
slash
Sir
Yeah.
Mix-a-Lot.
Nicki Minaj. Okay, as you start to head into this next part of the cave, Themba and Okan, you can see now this part of the cave is just, it's this stunning open area with these grand rock deposits that have been carved into statues.
Do we have a light source? That just dawned on me.
Nope.
Reasonable question.
I don't need one.
No.
Yeah.
Tell us what you see.
I just went. I didn't think. Sorry. Not the guy to ask for a torch.
You know, good question. Do you want to light a torch or?
I'm hoping our hosts have some because I
That's
doubt
probably-
that I would have one.
That's a good call. Yeah, Anele lights a torch,
Okay.
and you guys can see now.
Okay.
And I also I'm gonna play interpreter of what we're seeing to Tunsei just to give him the heads up about what's all around us.
Yeah, these statues. Anele says these must be daima, and you can see these large moth-like wings on the statues. There's also a few sort of like smooth rock huts that have been carved out of the rocks, and they actually look like they're in decent condition, if not, very cosmetically appealing.
So, did anybody ask our spirit lady what we were looking for, or are we just kind of running in here checking stuff out?
Monsters.
Everything dies. That's kind of what I gathered from what she said.
Yeah, she didn't really give you guys much of a description, did she?
She just said that they're bad things, basically, and then Tunsei was off and running, and I was right behind him.
How many bad things?
Irrelevant.
There's a recon here.
I don't think we're on a recon mission. I think we're just search and destroy, baby.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So this area is, it seems to be an abandoned daima settlement or civilization.
And do we understand what daima are? Is that like a? She just says that these must be daima, and we just sort of.
Yeah.
Or do they look like they're people like
one of
us,
the
or do they?
races?
Or do, I know, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, they
see
look
what I know.
they look like people, but with these large wings.
Okay.
Although, those may be images of their ancestors, not of them specifically. You're not sure about that.
Okay.
I will kind of stop. Being as I'm one of those older combined races, I will ask if anything's different about them. Because she said she was an ancient guardian. Maybe these people are one of the mixed races that are older.
Yeah. Are you trying to identify that? Are you asking Anele this question?
I'm asking Anelli that question. I will just as suddenly as I got up and turned and went, I would just stop after she says that and say, are they one of the older combination races? Are they a little different than normal? Because in my readings while we were building characters, I don't remember them being in underground types. They were moon worshippers.
Mm-hmm.
So this seems out of place for them.
Yeah. Anele shakes her head. I'm not sure, but you're absolutely right. The Daima are not known to reside in caves usually. It does seem strange. But maybe this is from a time before how we know them now.
I wonder if they had a race where they were mixed with the Ironbloods. That would explain them being underground.
Wait, hold on. Just as a point of order, I don't think you know any of this stuff, Otunse.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, okay, I will say, Atunse, I think, why don't you do you want to make one of those insight checks at advantage?
Yeah, I can do that so that maybe we don't have to say I was cheating.
We're gonna story this up.
19.
Nice. Yeah. Some things are starting to come back to you. And you're recognizing, as these words are just kind of spilling out of you, and maybe you're not even sure exactly, where this knowledge is coming from. You realize that you do seem to know about the different ancestors and the people that would worship them or that they would protect. So you do have some of this knowledge, although you're not sure where it comes from or why you know this stuff.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's good.
And I got carried away when it caught me.
Looking around, is it just sort of a clear way forward? Like, or are these statues giving us any indication of I mean, there are stone huts, right? I mean,
Yep.
I feel like I'd like to see what's going on in any of these huts, see if there's anything there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's, this is it's like a ruined cave city, basically, or cave
Okay,
town.
so we've come into a cave city, basically.
Yeah, exactly. The statues are sort
Okay.
of placed in various places where people might worship, and there are huts. Mostly, things are ruined in here. Some of the huts are still intact.
Okay. Can also, as a point of order, can I just say that I'm saying things to Atunse to, as you're describing them, the things that he wouldn't be saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to play this exactly. Like, I want to be able to help out Atunse for the things that he's not necessarily able to see. So can we just say I'm doing that?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, you had said that when we came in, so I'm still kind of going off of that.
Okay, good. All right. Good. So that I don't have to be like Uhura and like repeating everything that you say out loud.
I have one job. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna let folks know I'm gonna head over to some of these huts and see if there are any clues as to
Start looking
what
around.
happened to these people.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that parts of the cave had collapsed and
Okay.
seemed to have crushed parts. Sort of what you had heard from Kara.
What Kara said.
Are there any bones or anything laying around? Any?
Yeah, very like old-looking,
Okay.
broken bits of bone you might be able to find. How much do you want to look?
Well, this seems to be like, I mean, this is it, right? We've gotten to this place and there isn't some clear way forward, right? Like we've arrived at the place that we were headed to, that Atunse was leading us to.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. There's also another area that there's a part of the cave that has been blocked by a rock fall from off of the entrance where you came in as well.
Can I just say that is a beautiful cat? My goodness. Like, just look at the
He's
sheen on that fur,
he's my
and
Yeah.
then
familiar.
just like getting comfortable on your shoulders.
He's
That is something.
yeah, he's like 15 pounds too.
What
So
what a beautiful baby.
he's a
How
chomp.
how old is he now?
3? Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, just a
he's
little
just a little guy.
baby.
I feel
yeah.
like I remember when he was still kind of young.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Anyway, sorry. Okay, so I want to look in some of these stone huts.
I'm gonna feel some faces,
Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
like really slow. I really want to get a yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, let's start with Okan searching in the huts. You can find in these ruined cave dwellings that there are somehow these clay pots that have survived that are full of coins.
Oh, okay.
Smash the pot, smash him.
Are the pots ornate in any way? Do they have any sort of like anything carved into them or glazed onto them or anything like that? Or are they just clay pots?
They're like very simple clay pots.
All right, I don't want to break them. I'm gonna hold it upside down and empty it out. And
That's
yeah,
always our joke when you come across clay pots in a game is you got to
classic
shatter
Zelda.
them.
Classic
Yeah.
Zelda move.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And what am I finding when I do that?
So you pick up a clay pot and dump it out, and inside you find 210 cowries, which are the equivalent of gold pieces,
Okay.
700 kisi pennies, which are the equivalent of silver pieces.
700, you said?
That's right.
Shit.
And in a second pot, you find 117 salt blocks, which are the equivalent of coppers.
Okay, I just yell out to everybody. I'm like, I don't know what to do with these, but lots of valuables in here. Do you guys want some of this?
So do our hosts recognize what this stuff is, or do we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's like-
Nellie pokes her head inside and says, "Oh, it looks like you found the treasure stash." Okay, yeah, that'll be very helpful for you. I mean, we don't need that money for the wardens, but you might need something to help you when you get back to Illidan. But I doubt that the spirit would have a problem with taking coins, but I would just double check.
Okay, like when we get back, make sure to ask Kara.
Yeah, ask her when you get there, because it's been here for a long time. Although it doesn't seem like she's protecting the coins for any reason.
Okay,
Um,
that seems wise. Thank you for the counsel.
Hey, what's that under the pot there? And she gestures at one of the pots that you had overturned.
Okay.
Um,
What is it, Amelia?
you see that there's a polished copper mirror
Huh.
that's decorated with these moons and stars.
Okay. I look in it, and do I just see my reflection?
Yeah.
Okay. I show it to Anelli, and I say, do these moons and stars have meaning?
They look like Daima symbols.
Okay.
And Tunsei, you've started to examine the statues.
Yeah.
And so you're finding these almost delicately carved, like light additions to the rock is obviously solid and strong in the middle, but the carvings that come off of it are very fine. And it seems like they're indicating some sort of flowiness of the clothing of the people. You can also feel that the faces have very large eyes. as if people who live in darkness.
Okay.
And you also feel symbols like moons and stars inscribed in various places. Generally things like necklaces, belts.
Okay. I just wanted to. I'm actually looking to see if they're different than a modern day. What you can call it, from what I understand, or if I have a picture, or if I don't even know. I'm just, and if not, then getting a feel for what this statue, quote unquote, looks like.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Check.
It's tricky to tell because you're not totally sure what the fashion of the time is. It obviously seems very different than. Well, I guess you don't really know what the Lionbloods are wearing. But it doesn't. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel particularly unfamiliar either. But you're not sure what that means.
Right.
I poke my head out of the hood. I'm like, that doesn't look contemporaneous.
Hey, you got your girl. Leave me alone with mine, and I'll keep.
Okay, enjoy your girl. Okay, is there anything else to see? I mean, I don't know. What's Themba doing? I don't need to.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Next.
I'm poking around too, but I have to stay close to whoever has the torch, so I don't have night vision.
I don't have night vision either. I'm just sort of.
I don't have night vision either.
Or day vision.
Day vision.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna light a torch just so I'm being mindful of that.
Yeah.
And okay, I guess have I poked around as much as I can poke around in these huts here?
Yeah, you can spend a little time, poking around some more. You do find a smooth stone box, and inside of that, you find two liquids inside of containers.
Okay, what do they look like?
One is it's like clearly seems to have spoiled in some way. It's this brown, kind of foul-smelling liquid.
Okay.
But the other is it's a sort of light greenish color, and it seems like it might be something useful.
Okay, I'm taking all those things and the box.
Okay. So this is it's a stone, fairly heavy stone box with a lid.
How many pounds, baby?
Let's call it 10 pounds.
All right, I got it.
All right.
What kind of space is in it?
He's a hoarder.
How much space is it like? Could my hand fit in it? Could both my hands fit in it? Could both my fists fit in it? Like, what are we talking about?
Probably like one hand
Red
could
box.
fit in it. Yeah.
One hand could fit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's small, but it's heavy. It's very solid stone. It's got thick.
I'm gonna keep it and with the liquid containers in it.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm done poking around.
Yeah.
At least in this hut area.
Yeah. There's really not much else to find.
We have to head to the
in
lands to
here.
the little cave-in and get through that.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm sensing?
Well, let me talk to
There's no.
Let me turn to
There's no
Anelli.
other exit.
I'll just look at Anelli and I say, like, hey, is there anything else we should be checking out here before we start heading off in that direction?
I mean, if you don't see the monsters or whatever, the creatures, then I suppose there's nothing here.
I'm like, oh yeah, monsters, and yeah, I yell over to Atunse and the Themba. I'm like, should we head out? How are you guys doing?
Guess we'll just go check that cave-in.
Sounds good.
As you turn back towards the entrance, suddenly a dark red smoke starts to just pour into the room from some hidden opening.
Can we see the direction it's coming from?
It's coming from the area near the entrance to this part of the cave.
From where we came?
From where you guys came in, yeah.
Oh, okay. Do we hear it?
Nope, it just pours into the room.
Okay.
Atunse, you don't sense anything or hear anything from this, but you probably hear your party react to...
Yeah, and I yell, there's, like, smoke monster!
The smoke starts to clear, and in front of you, you can see two huge, sinister-looking creatures with faces that look similar to a hyena.
Uh-oh.
Anele gasps. Nugloko,
Draw my sword.
she says. Yeah.
Nagoko, you say?
Nugloko.
Nagloko.
Nugloko, yeah.
I say, are they friend or foe?
These
I
are
have my
evil
spear out.
spirits.
Oh, no.
You can tell by the color if it's red or black, or in that combination.
I'm like,
Probably
Atunse,
not good.
I'm like, Atunse, they're red, therefore they're evil.
These these large
Don't
hyena-looking
freak out, Atunse!
beasts have sharp fangs, and saliva is just pouring out.
Oh, okay. They're like clearly evil.
Yeah, they growl and move towards you. And let's
Okay.
roll initiative.
Hey-oh! Alright, let's get a better roll than last time. I've got freaking +4 here.
7.
Oh my god! I rolled a crit fail. It's a 5.
He doesn't know if he loves puppies or if he needs to kill these bad guys.
I know, jeez. It's torn.
I got an 8.
17.
17. Themba
I
is
have,
on
by the
it.
way, +4 dex, and I am, like, blowing it with my, dex rolls.
Yeah, what's
Jeez.
going on over there?
I don't know. I'm saving it for a rainy day, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. 5, 8, 17. Okay, just give me one moment to pull up my thingy. And yet again, my keyboard has gone to sleep. Of
Oh
course.
man.
Bluetooth.
There we go.
I got this Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and it doesn't do that, and it's like pretty sweet.
Yeah, how do you fix that?
There are some Bluetooth settings in Device Manager that.
Yeah, I need to
can
poke
share
around in
with you.
there. I did a
Yeah.
little bit, but okay. The Ngoko growl at you, and they will go on a 12.
I want to grab my physical dice so I can roll with those. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. You're gonna make everyone jealous.
Okay, got him.
Where did my... Oh, there we go.
I don't even know where mine would be right now.
I actually rarely know where mine are, but they just happen to be staring at me from across the room. Why won't you use me?
Themba, you are the first to react to the beasts. What do you do?
How close am I?
They've appeared about 20 feet in front of you by the entrance to this cave.
I'm gonna close an attack. So scimitar. 7. No.
Yee.
And hand axe for 19.
Boom.
Nice. Okay. Oh, God.
7 slashing.
Okay, just a second.
Did you hit the one on the left or the right?
Oh, I'm for the one on the left.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Okay.
That's funny because I actually visualized it as left. I didn't declare it, but when you asked it, I was like, oh yeah, I actually saw it in my head.
Funny.
And I just need an Anelli roll here. Okay. Okay. So, and I'm sorry, you rolled a. The second roll was a 19.
A 19.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you, um, you can hack at this beast on the left. That now as you get closer, it seems like it's some kind of combination between a bear and a hyena.
Ooh.
It snarls as you hit it with your axe. This one is on the left. Okay. And it turns, or it sort of stands up on its hind legs, and almost looks you in the eyes before it leans in to make 2 attacks, biting at you,
Uh-oh.
and then attempting to claw you.
Ugh.
And so, the bite is a 23.
Oh.
Wow.
And not damage. That's just to hit.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
Later, Gator.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You
Just
just
find something else to do.
Yeah.
So
Nice playing with you.
it bites into your shoulder painfully. It does a pretty fair amount of damage here, actually. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, I am rolling. This is going to be one of those nights, huh?
Oh no.
So it's going to bite you for 12 damage.
Oh.
Which is exactly my hit points.
Oh no. Okay.
But as you sort of crumple to the ground, its claw swipes over you and misses.
Ugh.
Oh, that's good. I'll take that.
The second one looks at the rest of you, and I think you're all pretty close to each other, so it's just going to go for, let's see, we're going to just do this in order. It's going to go for an LA.
Uh-oh.
And it charges
That'll get
towards...
Okan moving.
Yeah, right. And it's going to hit with both bite and claw.
Oh my god.
How do I... sorry, I need to get this page out of here. Okay. All right. And both of those will hit, but I think Anelli's going to be okay. Let's see. So Nele is going to take both of those hits, which scratch through parts of her armor, but she's still standing.
Oh man. Okay.
Atunse. You can hear the sounds of, and you can feel the vibrations of combat as this beast has moved towards you and your partners.
I will charge the one that dropped my comrade over there, and swing at it with my greatsword.
Yeah.
I rolled
Ooh.
19.
Oh yeah. You slash this beast.
For 8.
Oh, very nice. And it howls in pain. Okan.
Like when Atunse attacked that thing, did it like look like it really did some nasty damage, or did it look like it was just mildly harming it?
It seemed like a good hit.
Okay, all right. I'm running in, and full force, and I just yell, "Themba!" And I just like come down with the spear down at this ugly, nasty hyena bear, and I'm attacking 11.
Ooh, and your spear will miss. Are you?
Oh, God. And then I'm coming around with a back kick.
Yeah. There we go.
17.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's sick.
And that's for 8 damage.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Anele
Yeah,
is like,
damn.
I think you're better with the kicks.
so I appear to be.
She then turns to face her opponent and draws her sword.
Oh,
And she will also make 2 attacks.
nice.
The first is it's a crit.
Nice.
Wow, so that's a good amount of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4 D6. 4, 12, 15, 17 damage.
Woo!
And then she'll make her second attack. Oh, that's an 18 plus
Nice.
4, 22, so that'll be 2d6 damage. 2 sixes.
Oh,
It is one of those nights.
wow.
And the beast in front of her, although it is not, unconscious or collapsing or anything like that, it takes these 2 powerful strikes, and you see it sort of lower itself and sort of bow to her,
Oh.
and then it vanishes.
Huh.
Themba, please make me a death saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I'd be happy to. Death saves. 8.
Uh-oh.
You are slightly more dead.
That is fail.
Now, I thought at 0, you don't have to. You're considered stable. Or is it at 1 that you're considered stable?
Oh, interesting. It was exactly.
Oh, is it exact?
It's exactly, yeah.
She's not negative.
Oh, you're right. You're just
clever.
unconscious. Very good.
Yes. Oh,
Oh.
that's good.
See, I thought it was 1, and then I thought it's 0, so... But I'll take this.
That's great.
I'm not actually sure about this rule, but that
Hey.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I wish we weren't streaming now because people are going to be like, "Hey,
That Emilio, what a fool.
yeah, is Pants watching? He's going to let me know."
In the end, it's your call.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're good.
exactly.
I like
That's
that
what he's
idea.
saying.
I like that idea.
You're the DM.
Oh,
it's your
yeah.
call.
Pants says that's correct.
Oh, okay. There we go. If Pants says so, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, good call. The remaining Gloko, who hit it harder? I think it's
We all
We
hit
both-
pretty close.
yeah.
7, 8, and 8.
Yeah. It's gonna just try to take a swing and a bite at you, Atensei. And let's see, am I still rolling gangbusters tonight? No, that is an 8 total. And the second one is with its claw is a 19.
Ooh.
That will hit.
And it's going to slash you for. Oh, no, that's not a D8. 9 damage.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And it's your turn. You feel
Yes,
this
indeed.
claw come out of the air and slash into you.
I will hit it again with my greatsword.
You showed his boss.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 19
Very nice.
for 11.
Oh!
Ooh,
Nice
yeah.
hit.
And you cut through it. And it just vanishes into
Yes.
smoke in the air.
Whew. Okay, I'm gonna take my my healing paste and I'm gonna use it on Themba.
Yep. D6.
Should I roll that d6 or Themba? Do you want to roll it?
No, you go ahead and roll it since you're using it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna roll actual die. 3.
All right.
Nice. For me. Anele's checking her wounds out. She's fairly hurt.
How are you in LA? You took the brunt of that attack head on.
I think Themba took the worst of it. Are you okay?
Mad. So I actually have my own healing potion too. Unless we're gonna camp soon, then won't worry about it.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Anele says we should return to the others. I think
Could
those were the spirits, or
Oh,
those were the
okay.
creatures we needed to.
Oh good.
I feel them?
Not in the way that you've felt the other ancestors.
Okay. Okay. So there's no way to tell if they're gone.
For you, no, but I think you notice that the others are reacting.
Well, and I've said it.
No, I don't mean like
Oh.
they disappeared. They appeared
Oh.
in smoke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they vanished. There's no way for us to tell that they're gone or that our job's done.
Mm-hmm.
No, it just sounds like Anelli is giving us the
All
the
clear.
plot oriented all clear.
Yeah, Anele says I don't think they'll bother us again. We've shown them our strength. Did you see the one that bowed to me?
No.
Yes.
But that's not a surprise.
They acknowledge our victory.
Okay.
Okay.
So even these foul-looking beasts, they fight with honor. Is that what you're saying?
There are many kinds of creatures in the Daru that have their own ways. It's best to assume that they may be dangerous, but not evil.
Are you familiar with those creatures or beings that appear from red smoke?
To a point. I've seen them once or twice before and heard stories. They are dangerous, but not impossible to defeat.
Well, I'm ready to head back to the others.
That seems best.
I like that idea.
Unless
And
you
I'll
want to
give
look in
you
some more
back-
pots.
I mean, are there more pots here? Because I will look in them.
She winks at you.
Seriously, though, are there any pots?
You look around and don't seem to.
Do I see any vessels of any kind?
Uh,
Or do I see anything that was left behind when those creatures disappeared?
You do.
Oh, what do we see? What do we see?
You see
Darkness.
in the spot where the beast bowed to Anele, that there's just a small pile of 3 little bones. It seems to have been
And-
left there.
And do they seem like they, kind of like belong to the creatures that were here?
Do you point them out?
Yes.
Oh, Anele says, an offering.
Oh.
Oh, they do respect our strength.
What does it mean?
It's
They're
just
trophy? Are they trophies for us because of their respect?
Yeah, we might wear them or make an offering of them at another shrine.
Okay, I'll pick them up and take them. Or I'll offer some to her since she vanquished one of them, and offer him up to Atunse because he. I mean, I don't know. Who wants some bones? Is basically what I'm saying.
I will take one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there enough bones to go around?
There are three, and so
Okay, I'll take one.
Anelli will
You
take
take.
one too.
Do you want to take one, Themba? Oh wait, Anelli takes one too.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vanilla
okay,
should take it. It's fine. She
okay.
earned it.
Themba, can I have this one?
Sure. You
And
guys earned them.
Atunse, do you want this one?
No, I just need one to give to Kara.
Okay, you can have one for that, and then I'll take one. So what are we calling these? Just, what bones?
You can call them. So the creatures are called Ngloko, Ngloko, and you could
Okay.
call it a Ngloko offering.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay.
Now, was this where I was bleeding out?
Yeah, this is when you were dying on the floor.
No, no, like were the bones
Oh,
left in my pile of blood?
No, they were over where the other beasts had
Okay.
gone to attack Anelli.
Okay.
They were
Okay.
impressed with
I-
Anelli's strength.
I will head back to the totem.
Yeah. Yeah, the group is gonna, or at least Anelli will start to follow you back.
Yeah, I'm coming.
And as you're headed back over, you can see that they've got a small fire going, and they've started to cook up some of the meat, and they've also found just a few ingredients to make a simple palm nut soup.
Ooh,
Oh,
sweet.
we have this snake,
Well, I gave them some of the snake.
right? We have.
Yeah,
Snake.
yeah. There's some snake steaks coming up too.
Wait. Okay. We've been here how many nights now? Like in this world?
Is this the first
This-
night?
First
the second
night?
second night. You
Second
had,
night.
night.
Okay.
you had one
all right.
night
That's
with
what I was trying to remember.
yeah, one night with Malomo.
Night I will never forget.
Thando turns to the four of you.
Oh.
Then
One night with Malomo. Magic in the jungle.
that's a catchy tune. Thando says.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to break it down.
One night in the jungle. Da-da-da-da.
Oh my goodness.
Anele says to Thando, "We've cleared out the Gloko from the back cave, I believe. The back cave. Did I say bat cave?
The back cave.
That
Uh,
too.
That too.
Hey, these three can hold their own. They're not too.
I bow, say thank you for the compliment.
I'm gonna lay down.
Is Kara around?
Her
She's just hanging about the fire, telling
her
stories.
presence
Like, what is?
has receded.
Oh, okay. Atunse, do you detect Kara anywhere?
I can feel her.
Yeah, especially
But-
around the totem.
So I'm gonna go to the totem. I didn't realize this earlier. I'm sorry, but I have an ability called Divine Lore, and I'm going to read the script because it lets you read any religious script, no matter the language.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Okay.
shit.
So I'm going to do
I'm right
that
behind you. So you're like feeling it like Braille or something?
while I lay the piece down for her.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah, you lay down. Do you say anything, or what do you do as you lay down the bone?
You could sing that song.
Yeah, except replace it with Kara because that would be awkward.
One night.
Right? Do we want to die in this cave? I don't know a single woman who likes to be called another woman's name when you're being, emotional.
Worshipful.
That'll get us in trouble. I will say that hopefully this brings you some peace.
As you place the bone by the totem, suddenly Kara just appears beside you, and you're actually now placing it into her hand. And she closes her hand over it. Thank you. You have earned my protection. I will keep this cave safe for the rest of this night, or as long as you stay. And she takes your hand and helps to guide it over the script so you can feel the letters.
Cool.
The letters are worn down, some are broken off, or chipped off to the point of being illegible. But you can somewhat make out two words: darkness and moonlight.
Okay. Those statues in the back of the cave, Kara, were those the people you protected?
She nods. But I have failed them.
Why do you feel that you failed them?
I couldn't stop the cave-ins. I couldn't stop the creatures from coming in. And they left. They all left me here. It's my fault. Now I have no one to protect.
I mean, did I get that feeling from Maloma also? That they felt like they had this, for lack of better words, purpose or mission? And where she guides, this one feels like she protects.
Maybe not so specifically. They both are protectors, but of different things.
Okay.
Why was she not able to protect, though? If that's her task, and they had to leave. Like, why? What happened?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. What happened? Something happened.
You see her light, her glow kind of flare, an orangish reddish color. I cannot do everything. I wasn't strong enough.
Sorry. I can't do the dishes and vacuum the house.
Someone's got to raise these kids.
You weren't strong enough. There was no one to help? You have no one to help you?
She shakes her head a bit sadly.
Huh.
And then she says, well, maybe there was nothing I could do.
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, I basically got killed in the other room. If it wasn't for my friends, that would have been it. That wasn't my fault.
She starts to shake her head, and you can see that she's remembering something, and then she sort of slowly starts to recede back into the cave wall.
I look at our lion blood friends, and I'm just trying to get a sense of what they think about all this.
They are tending to practical matters.
So they're not even a little phased by the spirit being here, pouring her heart out to us,
We're all worried about
proceeding into the
it.
caves. They're just making this is normal to them,
They're like,
basically.
oh, that's cute. The newbies are doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Is
They
that kind of the impression I'm getting from them?
Anele is looking at you. The three of you, um, a bit wryly. Like
Okay.
sort of. She doesn't want. She looks like she doesn't want to interrupt you, but she's also been through this herself before.
This is sort of like a rueful look. Is that
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
Um, and the others are sort of just preparing the food.
Okay.
But then Thando, once the spirit is gone, once Kara is gone, Thando looks at the three of you and says, "So I hear you three are good in a fight."
Mostly a Tensei. He's some sort of blind sword master.
Is that right,
But you're
Atensei?
good with your feet, so.
I'm
And
good
elbow.
with my feet and elbow. Basically, I'm good in a fight or on a dance floor. I seem to have knowledge of.
I will put my hand on the statue and kind of and whisper, not all things should be prevented. I hope you find peace. And then I will stand up and turn away and say, I get by. And then go sit down and eat.
So humble.
Yeah. Why don't you take inspiration, if you don't have it already, Atensei, from the spirit? You sort of get a small blessing here.
Nice.
Ooh, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
You guys can take a rest here and eat. And as you're doing that, Thando says, "Well, I didn't get a chance to fight much."
You fight like your friend here that runs away.
Oh, damn.
She just scoffs at that. She says, "Well, I'd be happy to show you how I fight. Would any of you
Yeah,
like
well,
to
maybe
spar?"
tomorrow when I'm a little healed up, we can spar.
What about
Healing
you
works
two?
the same here, right? Tomorrow I'll be like,
Yeah,
I'll heal
yeah,
up,
right, yeah. You'll just be fine.
Wait, is Thando offering to spar?
Indeed, I am.
Thando, I'll take any help I can get if you'd be willing to teach me.
She has a wide smile as she looks at you.
Can't say no to a girl, can he? And I'll just enjoy my dinner and watch the show.
Good, good. Someone with some courage. And you see her kind of glancing at Yofi.
Oh, yeah, and I glance at Yofi too. I feel like Yofi's at the bottom of this totem pole. No, not totem pole. At the bottom of the barrel with this crew here.
The pecking order.
Yeah, the pecking order.
Every group needs a whipping boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
So I sort of do the same thing, and I try to ingratiate myself with Thando with my look, with my glances.
Anele and Falake stand up, and they draw out these chunks of this white paste, and they use it to draw a large circle on the cave floor.
Nice. Are we gonna hand to hand?
And then they also draw some symbols around it.
Ooh.
It takes about an hour to do all
they're
this.
like, well, I'm sleepy now.
All right. Can I eat some food and get back up to full HP?
Yeah,
You
can.
are about to get a ritualistic ass kicking.
I'm here for it.
You can take a short rest in that time for sure.
Okay. All right. I'll take. Well,
Yes.
can I just eat? Does that not heal? Because there's all that food there.
No, you can roll
Yeah,
hit dice
you
though.
Yeah.
Okay. So the food does not restore HP.
Well, in the way that it does on a short rest.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Short rest.
Oh, good. All right, that brings me
rest,
back
long
up
rest.
to full, so I'm good. Okay.
I'm gonna sit it out and sharpen my blades up and clean up all my gear.
Yeah. You've had enough
Yeah.
going on.
We'll watch what happens here.
As they finish their preparation, and Atunse, I think you're just hearing the chalk kind of scratching against the ground, the stone on the ground, but maybe not sure exactly the shape it's taking.
I'm gonna tell him what's going on. I'll alt text it for him.
Okay.
Alt text.
Yeah. When the symbols and the circle are finished, Anele and Falake place their hands over it and start to chant.
Oh.
And now all of you, Atunse included, see the lines glowing a bright orange color.
Thunderdome.
Oh.
I'm just gonna laugh. Good luck with that.
Thando produces 2 small wooden carvings, and hands one to Okan.
Oh, okay. What wooden carving of what?
It's sort of like a small person.
Okay. Say, what's this?
Take it for the fight.
Okay. Is it a weapon, or am I just? Does it hang around my neck? Do I put it in my bag? What do I do with it?
She presses it into your hand,
Uh-huh.
and as she does so, you are also covered in this bright orange light.
Oh, okay. How does it feel?
It feels like a pulsing sensation over your body.
Does it feel like? Is it comfortable? Is it empowering? Is it protecting?
It feels like, so Thando takes her totem and the light glows around her as well, and she says,
Okay.
I promise you that no harm will come to us. This will protect us. At least our important bits.
Okay. And I just kind of, I take stock of all of the important bits in this scenario.
But you will still feel this, and she moves to attack.
Wait, I'm sorry. So are we fighting with weapons or not?
Hand to hand.
Hand to hand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So am I rolling initiative, or what's the deal here?
She's going to try
Stand there and get punched.
She's going to try to make a surprise attack against you. Give me a dexterity save to dodge.
Okay. 16.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, yeah. So she makes sort of almost like a ceremonial lunge at you.
Okay.
To start the fight.
And I sort of I dodge it, and can I make a ceremonial lunge at her? What kind of ceremonial lunges do I have here?
So as you dodge back, now you're both actually in
Okay.
sparring stances.
Okay.
And now the
This is
fight
good.
begins.
Great.
Let's roll initiative.
Okay. Is somebody, beating some drums or something? Do I have any accompaniment? I feel like I could
You
really
need
use
music.
I just feel I feel like I could really use
Da-na-na,
just some sort of
da-na-na.
drums. I rolled a 12 initiative.
Themba, do you feel any? Are you inspired to drum on the floor at all?
Oh no, I'm laughing. I think this is hilarious.
The music that you will be fighting to is Themba's ringing laughter echoing in the cave.
And me describing.
Describing the
play-by-play.
play-by-play.
I have play-by-play.
Well, I think you can get the play-by-play.
Well,
on
actually,
your own,
you
right,
can
Atunse?
Atunse can now see this because this glow.
Oh, because of the glow.
Surrounding
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
I do have some philosophy for you, Okan. You are about to experience the sound of one hand clapping. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, I'm ready.
And sorry, you had initiative roll, yes?
Yeah, 12.
12. Okay. Oh, that's not you. Okay.
I'm going to go talk to the whipping boy while he's getting his butt kicked.
Just a second.
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And okay, yeah. So you'll get the next attack, Okan.
Okay, great. So I've dodged out of the way, and I say, so this is how we fight in your country, and I'm gonna make an attack here. Okay. 17.
Ooh, nice. Yes. Your blow will just manage to hit as
Okay.
she tries to dodge back.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
So I take a punch and I connects and I feel good, and I'm also gonna come up with a knee as well.
Ooh.
And that's a 14.
Oh, yeah. Thando will
She
easily
blocks.
block that.
Okay, all right. And I just smile as she blocks it.
And then she,
I'm enjoying this.
yeah, she's smiling too, and she spins
Mhm.
around and tries to hit
Mhm.
you with a back fist.
Okay.
Ooh, but it's only a 9 to hit.
Oh yeah. So my hands come up and I block it. I'm knocked back a little bit, but I'm just sort of enjoying this.
And as you block back, she takes
Yeah.
a second attack and kicks at your legs.
Okay.
And that is a 19.
That
Oh.
definitely hits. Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be 9 damage.
Ugh.
It's a
Jeez.
strong hit.
Yeah.
You feel
I
one
mean,
of your knees buckling.
Yeah, buckle, and I sort of go down. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not deterred, and
She dances back and waits for your attack.
okay, I'm down, but I'm gonna kind of roll with it actually, and then I'm gonna come up with an uppercut
Okay.
basically, and that is going to be that's a 20,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't expecting it. You were quick.
and that hits for 7 damage again.
Nice.
And then with the uppercut, I'm also going to I'm gonna fling my my injured leg at her as well, and I'd like to use inspiration on this one.
Okay, do it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Why are you so
my-
inspired?
Just because I'm really loving this, and I'm digging her, and I'm just sort of into the whole situation. Okay, that one was a 12, and then this one, oh, that's a 23.
Wow.
And it's gonna hit for 10 damage.
Very
No,
nice.
8 damage.
8
8
damage?
damage. 8 damage.
Okay. She,
So that hurts me, but not so bad that I'm not really happy about it.
you see her like wipe off a little bit of blood from a little.
Right, and I'm
lip,
hopping on one leg now.
and now she goes to just kick you right in the chest. Front
Just like
kick.
a kick right into the
Just
chest.
a straight front kick.
Okay.
Ooh, but she only rolls a 10.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, I'm able to bat it down.
Yeah, but then she follows up with a left hook
Okay.
and 14
No.
and
So
misses. Or you block it.
I hop out of the way.
Yeah.
And as I hop, I'm coming in with an elbow.
All right.
And that is that's not enough. And then I'm gonna that was like a 7 or a 9. And then I'm gonna come around with just a left jab
Mm-hmm.
to the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's not gonna do it either. That's a 10.
Yeah. She moves to block your attack away, and
Yeah.
now you're exposed.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And she's gonna just step into you with
Okay.
a hard elbow
Okay.
right to your sternum. Oh, but that is a terrible hit, and she whiffs completely.
Okay,
missing you.
yeah, yeah.
She's off balance, but not enough that she can't take a second swing.
Oh, come on.
As she loops back around, but she just completely misses.
Yes.
What do you do?
Wow.
Oh, I'm having so much fun here. Okay. I'm just gonna launch. I'm gonna jump up from the 1 foot, and I'm going to try to come down with my fist down onto her, and that's going to be a 16.
You will just make contact. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and that hits for. Oh, where'd my D4 go? Oh no! It's fallen into the blankets. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. All right. And that's going to hit for 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna kick with my leg that I'm standing on and try to do like a kick up and then land on that leg.
Okay.
And it's going to be that's a 19,
Yeah.
and that's gonna hit for 5 damage.
All right.
And I spin and land on that same foot, and I smile at her.
She looks at you, impressed.
Uh-huh.
And she straightens herself up. Very good, young fighter.
I say, not so bad yourself.
But we're not done yet. And she lunges at you.
I'm about done.
And yeah, she.
And I say, no, wait.
She just connects with a quick right jab.
Okay.
And that's going to be 8 damage to you.
Wait, what? I mean, what was the attack roll?
Oh, it's a 23.
Oh, yeah. All right. And I just go out cold.
Yeah.
Just like, boom,
So-
just completely down.
As the blow lands and you
Yeah.
feel like that pain, that tingling in your nose as
Yeah.
your neck snaps back.
Oh yeah, I
Suddenly
see stars.
you're blacked out and then you're back to consciousness.
Oh, okay.
The totems that you held will restore you if you ever fall, but only in this particular kind of fight. And so she's.
And so am I back to my HP beforehand?
You're back to full, but she's standing there with her arms crossed. Not
How's
bad,
my leg?
not
Is my
bad.
leg back to how it was?
It's back to everything is good.
Cool. Okay. I look up at her and I hold my hand up.
Yeah, she takes your hand.
Hey. Okay.
She pulls you to your feet.
And I say, thank you for teaching me.
You fought well. Very good.
I bow to her.
Perhaps we have some work for you in Illidan.
What kind of work?
A job.
It's a trap.
Quiet, Akbar.
Yes.
I lost my page.
Mm.
There we go. mm, mm, mm. You might make a powerful warden. All 3 of you might. Anyway, we can talk more when we're back home. And she sort of self-satisfiedly settles down by the fire and she takes a big bite out of a chunk of snake meat.
I mean, pretty satisfied for beating on a newly fallen. Like, come on.
Anything else you guys want to do around the fire before?
Well, I thought, Tunsei, were you trying to talk to someone?
Yeah, I was just talking to the whipping boy.
To
Just
Yofi,
making
yeah.
conversation. Nothing real. If I learn a little bit about him, cool. You know, I'm not like trying to make trouble or dig. I'm just getting to know him.
He seems nervous to talk too openly around his sort of superiors here. But you do learn. I guess you sort of have already figured some of this out. But Anele is the leader of the Shrine Wardens. Thando is the leader of the Land Wardens, and then Falake and Yofi are sort of initiates, trainees that are still learning the ways.
Okay, I'm sorry. So give that again.
Yeah, yeah. Anele is the leader of the Shrine Wardens,
Fine.
Okay.
and Thondo is the leader of the Land Wardens, protecting
Okay.
the land.
I would go into questions about shrine wardens. Just talk about stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and Anele is happy to tell you a bit more about sort of there are many shrines that need protecting. There's one in particular in Illidan, but they also are charged with helping the fallen to come back and find a place, find a purpose.
So she kind of jumps into our conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would ask if what we did tonight is similar to what you would do as a shrine warden.
Well, it's different every day.
Okay.
Yeah,
just chit chat.
Hashtag other duties as required.
Yeah, totally.
But from this, this adventure, this ordeal, you all have this sense that you've learned something about yourselves, and you've learned a little bit more about this place, and so you will all level up.
Get a level.
Yeah.
Level up. Level up.
Now, question: how much longer do you guys want to play tonight? Because we can do the level up now and then keep going, or we can stop here and have the level up off camera and then start up again at the next section.
I'm good. I'm good to play.
Okay.
Either way.
I like to do the second option because I like to compartmentalize this stuff. As I start going into more things, I start forgetting more.
I'm in the same place. I'm sort of I feel like this is a good stopping point, and I would ask if we could do it sooner
Yes.
than 2 months out.
Right. I would love that too.
So yeah, that's my vote.
Yeah. Okay, then let's do that. Why don't we we'll shut off the stream. I'm down to stay and do the level up with you guys, or if you want to, do you want to do that on stream?
I can level up on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, Cavello, you've been outvoted here.
No, I'm good either way.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this will be great to pick this up. I may sort of fast forward us a little bit in the next session to get to Illidan, but
Okay.
there's a whole adventure there waiting to happen. So
Yay!
I'm excited for that.
Cool.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
certainly don't want to stop playing this, guys. I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
is interesting.
This was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this started to feel like things were sort of coalescing into like a understanding of the like a little bit of about what's going on in this world or this setting. I'm digging it.
Yeah. I'm feeling the same way, even though I know sort of more. I like the first session. I was like, I still need to get my head around this setting and the world and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. Awesome. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching, especially you, Pants. We love you, Pants.
We love you, Pants.
I love you, Pants.
One true fan. No. I love him more, Wendy.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, okay, fine.
It was awesome playing with everyone, and yeah, we'll find a time and get that next game going ASAP.
Yeah, because
Good night, America.
I got some lion's blood to explore here too. So
Yeah, cool.
Oh, I have a whole thing for you actually. We didn't get to it
Oh,
tonight,
boy.
but all right. Okay. Thanks everybody. Bye.